Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to DOT2DOT, and today we're going to be testing which is better, the brush marker or the bullet tip marker. So how we're going to do this, you might be asking. Well, firstly, I always put down my trusty marker explosion kind of thingamajig. I need to make a name for it, but I can't really. So we're going to be, today we're going to be using the markers, the Ohuhu art marker, that was really badly worded, against the Prismacolor Premier, which obviously has a bullet nib. And Ohuhu, obviously, it has a beautiful, amazing brush tip marker. So, some people might be thinking this is already won by the Ohuhu. They're like one of the best brands for brush tips, which is true on a lot of levels, but it's the tip we're worried about. We're not saying the quality, it's just the experience for you great users that might be thinking, should I buy a bullet tip marker or a brush marker with all that flexibility and things like that? So today we're going to be doing two artworks. One with the Prismacolor Premier markers with the bullet tip, and one with the Ohuhu markers which have the brush tip. These are not my only markers, these are just for presentation. So we're going to do an artwork. I just sketched an Agent Carter kind of hat thing, and today we're going to be seeing which is better in artwork. So, we're not gonna make this red, we're gonna make this blue. So, the colours that we have today here are, that's the Ohuhu collection, and the Prismacolor collection is significantly more than the Ohuhu marker collection, but it's more random. And we have another one over there. So, the way we're going to test this, two Agent Carter kind of hats. Not going to look like the Agent Carter actual hat, but it's going to look something like it. So, first let's colour around with some tones, shall we? So, let's get some tones, see which is the best. So, first of all, what you know about the bullet tip is that it's obviously like a bullet, like very straight lines, very not that much flexibility, and the Ohuhu markers with the brush tip has more flexibility, can cover more lines, can be like a chisel tip like that. Can go like really thin, go really big, and yeah, that's all you really need to know about the bullet tip and the Ohuhu, the brush marker. I'm sorry. So, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna make the Agent Carter hats blue, and yeah, and see where it goes. So I think I'm going to use this blue for the base kind of colour. Maybe this blue. Nope, that's not a marker tip. Nope, disqualified. See, with the brush tip, you have way more flexibility than a bullet tip. And yeah, you might be saying just use you know, the board and the chisel tip, but who has time to flip markers? We're here to see which is better, I keep getting right. the brush marker or the bullet tip marker. Let's get into it. Firstly, let's do the outline with this is going to be the Ohuhu one with the brush marker. So let's just do a simple outline. Simple outline like that. simple outline. And like that. And like that. And a little one up there. And this is not really fair on the black marker, since it is dried out for some reason a little bit. That's the outline done for the brush marker. Let's just say brush marker down here, so we know it's the brush marker. That's brush marker. Done. Next, onto the old-fashioned, I can't remember the name, bullet tip. This is really hard. Okay. So you see, got very thin lines, not much flexibility to be found in this mark. Also, the brush tip smells significantly better than this. I really don't know why I said that. But it doesn't smell as bad, which is an up in my game. So, we got the brush tip and the bullet tip marker outline ready. So let's go into the colouring. So right now we're colouring in with the brush marker. Very, very flexible, very nice to use, very experience-wise, very, very good. Colouring in very fast. Now getting the red colour, getting all the base colours in. Now onto the shading of the red band, and now to the blue shading. The shading's not that very good, but we don't care. We're talking about the experience here. And yeah, overall very flexible, very good at blending. And yeah, go back there and onto the bullet tip. The bullet tip, yes, you might be saying I'm using a chisel tip. Well, you try to do that with, I'll make this argument later, but you know, I'm going off. Go back, guys. Okay. I'm using, try to colour all of that with the chisel tip. Look, it took me enough time to do that little spot over there, and you're expecting me to do this with the chisel tip. The blending wasn't that very good with this. You kind of see it. It's more cartoony than realistic, which obviously realistic is what I'm trying to go for. So here are the thing reveal. This is worn out. That's the quick artwork of the bullet tip. And yes, I know I'm gonna mention this again. Yes, I did use the chisel tip marker. But can you blame it? Can you do this whole hat with this? It's tiny. I don't know why I drew on there. There. That's why I drew on there. Yeah. Definitely. So, that still counts because it was basically the same experience, but a little bit bigger. But I won't count those experience. And this is more, I made it more, what do you call it? More like cartoony in the sense. And here I made it, it looks better than here, but it blended better, is what I'm going to say. And, yeah, that's basically, because if you look here, I try to blend as much. But that's not going to blend. So overall, of course, oh wait, no, I forgot to do something. That was very bad signature. There. I will have to say, which is obviously the best choice, considering I had to, you expected me to colour a whole thing using only this. Unbelievable. I thought I trusted you. So, who wins? Obviously. So, let's get this into categories, okay? So let's do this. So, here's a category. So, blend. B stands for blend. Obviously. and looks better category, and the experience category, and the overall. So that will be the competition. So that's the brush marker. Oh wait, there, bullet. So, in terms of, I forgot what this means. What does this mean? Blend. Blend, obviously the brush marker wins. Because that doesn't look like a blend. That looks like a blend. I don't think that looks like a blend. So, that means this wins. Woohoo. The looks better. I think, to be honest, because the shading is bad here, it's gonna be a tie. Because the shading looks bad, but the like overall blend looks good. But actually, I'm just gonna give this to the bullet nib. Let's give that to the bullet nib. Then the experience, the brush tip was way better to use. If I colored the whole thing with just this, that won't be. That's not a very good experience. But it doesn't. But it worked better in the sense. But the experience has to go to the brush tip. And the overall, what does overall mean? What does anything mean? But what does actually, no, I'm going to change this. So let's just go away that category. So who won? 2 to the brush marker. Brush marker wins. Yeah. There, brush marker wins. So, who won? The brush marker. I don't know why I said that again. So the brush marker won, obviously. But if you don't agree with me, tell me in the comments. Tell me that I haven't checked out the bullet tip and its awesome capabilities. So, yeah, tell me in the comments if I was wrong. Maybe I didn't see something. But in my case, the brush tip will always win. Because, firstly, flexibility. Secondly, you don't need the chisel tip if you have a brush tip. So, yeah, please subscribe. Please. I need subscribers. Thank you. Leave a like. Share this with your friends. Goodbye, people. Have a nice day. And remember, stay in school, kids.